This is my review for Spanish horror film Wreck, released in 2007. I'm all up for a good scare. However, it seems all-out zombie films with zombies running at me and running at the camera isn't for me. Unfortunately, I don't mean it's not for me because I was so scared I couldn't watch it, but that I wasn't scared. I really liked the handheld camera technique. I also really enjoyed the build-up. For such a short film, around an hour and 20 minutes, it takes its time with the build-up. Manuela Velasco was great in the film, especially before the infected zombie-type characters attack, as she was able to inject more personality into the character. After the event took place, her character just turned into a classic horror convention of a girl. I wanted to be scared by this movie, but it just didn't happen for me. Maybe this type of horror isn't my kind of horror. I personally find the more psychological horror films, the creepy films, more scary than overall violence, all-out violence. I find movies set in big creepy houses more scary, such as The Orphanage, The Others and The Innocents, which are basically the same film, but for some reason I find those more scary than the all-out scare tactics used in Wreck. Wreck was not a total loss for me though. It did have a couple of moments that put me on edge. Mainly the one during the night vision scene. The camera looks down the corridor. We can clearly see kind of like a lanky, thin figure leaning against a banister, contorting its back over the banister as it slowly corrects its posture. It's kind of silhouetted, you can't really make out what it is. That creeped me out. More so creepy than the majority of the moments in the film. I also enjoyed the scene where they stumble into a room where they see old tape recordings of someone talking about the infection that has plagued the people in the building. That was pretty cool. All in all, it's a good movie that I would recommend to zombie fans for sure. However, I wasn't as scared as I wanted to be. A few more subtle moments than all-out terror would have been something I would change, but hey, I can see it being favoured by horror fans. I just wish it was a little more subtle, but that's just me.